Woo! Worldslayer, baby. That's what we're talking about here today. And we're talking about some of the apocalyptic gear that you can grab, alongside with some big tips that will just save you a load of time and just make the game a little bit easier for you to manage and play. Of course, as you are traversing Enoch and the Worldslayer content, there's some important things that you most definitely need to know. The number one thing that I'm going to tell you guys here in just a moment is something that saved me a lot of time when it came to dealing with my excess of loot. Now, I'm going to give you 3 tips total, and then I'm going to have a little bonus for you at the end, so make sure you stick around and watch the other 2 tips after I drop this one for you. But, very important, when you go to your game menu and you go over to options, there is a way for you to change your auto loot minimum rarity. I had no idea this existed. This has saved my life. Now that I have Worldslayer, the only thing I need to worry about picking up are legendary and apocalypse items, and I can tell the filter to only pick up those items. That means every time I leave a map, it auto loots just the things I want, and I don't walk around with all that dumb blue gear or that stupid purple gear that doesn't have any mods on it. This is a time saver, and I highly recommend you go into your settings and you change it under gameplay, auto loot minimum rarity. You can change it to whatever you want it to, but like, to me, the only thing I really care about is legendary apocalypse items. That filter has just saved me a lot of time, and it makes where I don't have to sift through so much crud that 9 times out of 10 isn't going to benefit my build or have what I need. Alright, so after you've done all that hard work, beating up all the little baddies in each of the runs that you do, you go over to your drop pod, and you slap that thing, and you'll see the gear and loot start to fly out of it. Now, this is the one tip that I had absolutely no clue about, but I highly recommend that you use. It will save you time. You do not have to look through all the things that drop, right? So, after we've set our filter, all we have to do is press down on the D-pad, and automatically everything that was on the ground that meets the filter standards will start popping up on the right side of your screen. Also, with that, it's going to pick up the gear that's either legendary or apocalypse. Now, this run, we didn't get any legendary apocalypse items or regular apocalypse items, and sometimes you can look at your little mini map and you can tell that. Another tip for you guys, and it may be common knowledge, I don't know, but in the very bottom, on the right hand side, whenever you're looking at your inventory, you can literally click a button that will mark all of your purple colored loot, or blue colored loot, or green colored loot. This again is something very valuable when it comes to managing your stuff. Because if you're full of all the gear and you click that button, you can actually just go through and hover and say, yes, I want, let's undo. Yes, I want, let's undo. Versus, no, I don't want, 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 no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll save you so much time on that too. Now, I've learned these little tips and tricks from the community of Outriders, which has been phenomenal. So these guys are great. So if you're looking for good lobbies, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys there are a lot of great people out there that are more than happy to assist and help you get your character to where they need to be when you get your Worldslayer content. Mad love, guys. Alright, so it is bonus tip time, guys. Now, this one, I love this one. This is probably one of my favorite tips / cheeses if you own the Worldslayer content, alright? So this guy, if you've never seen this guy, he's the final boss when you run your trials. Now, there is an amazing little tip that will save you time and make it very, very rewarding. Check this out. Once we defeat this guy, you're going to see he's going to give you the option to choose what loot you want. Alright, so after you've chosen your gear, all you'll need to do is immediately go to your game menu, okay? You're going to tell it you want to quit to lobby, right? And you're going to take your entire team with you. When you do that, it brings you back to lobby, as you can see here. Once you load back in, immediately just continue the game. This little cheese will put you right back at the front door so you can battle the boss yet again. Although it is very important to keep in mind, each time you do this, it does count as a failed attempt. It puts you back at the door, so you can only do it a maximum of 4 times, but that's 4 different opportunities that you get to choose between 3 guaranteed legendaries that are apocalyptic, making this a very valuable cheese that can save you a lot of time and help you move towards getting your gear the way you want it. The more loot, the more rolls, the more opportunities you have to perfect that legendary gear. Guys, I really hope that any of that was able to help you either farm easier, manage your loot better, or whatever the case may be. The game Worldslayer doesn't offer maybe the most content-full story, but it does offer you a new way to grind and some great features with it. Adding that third mod slot has been amazing and just build variety at the end of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you want to see more or just know more about Outriders, because every time I find a cheese or something really good for you, I'm going to post it because you need to know. Adios.